ulcer is treatable, and it also depends on the cause of your ulcer. You have to look at your lifestyle, because a lot of the times it's what you do that makes you get the ulcer. So simply put, peptic ulcer is a disease that occurs when you have the gastric juice in your stomach digesting the intestinal the stomach wall. And with the ulcer, that means that if you are someone who doesn't eat at regular intervals, maybe the whole day waking up, you've not taken your breakfast, you delay breakfast till like 2 p.m. before you eat. Definitely, that means for all the period that there is no food in your stomach to digest, the acid in your stomach will start digesting the stomach wall itself, then to lead you to get an ulcer. So if you do not break those habits, you can treat the ulcer for life. You will come back with the ulcer again. You understand the point I'm making? And then another thing is, there's the bacteria that's when you're infected with it, you end up getting ulcers. So that bacteria is like, it increases your chance of getting an ulcer. And it's treatable. So if you go to a hospital, a proper hospital where you are tested, they can run tests to see that you have the bacteria in your system, and then you go through a triple therapy where it will be eradicated. Sometimes the treatment takes 4 to 6 weeks. By the end of the treatment, hopefully you get rid of all the bacteria causing the ulcer. So that now it depends on your own habits. So if you are someone who doesn't eat at regular intervals, you are increasing your chance of getting ulcer. If you abuse drugs, especially NSAIDs, by NSAIDs I mean this brufen, diclofenac, and the rest, you end up getting ulcers almost all the time. So then, if you have any pain, I don't think the best way is to gain over-the-counter medication all the time. If you had it once, twice, the next time go and have it assessed in the hospital and then be treated properly instead of taking just painkillers. Because for some people, that is what is causing their ulcer. So one thing is the infective causes, that is the bacteria, or your habits or abuse of medication. So if you look at all these three things, right, most of the time, once you target it from this angle, you should be able to get rid of the ulcer. But one thing is, if you have the ulcer, and then let's say Ramadan is approaching, you've not been able to treat the ulcer and now you're Ramadan, you wouldn't want to go and start fasting with an ulcer and then worsen your situation, because already what caused your ulcer probably was the prolonged starvation, like not feeding interval between your feeds. And the fasting may end up making it worse. So for such a person, it's advisable that you treat the ulcer, go through the treatments. Or if it happens that maybe during the time of Ramadan, that is when you are being treated. After the Ramadan, when the fasting ends and you have treated the ulcer, try and pay your debts. And you know, after Ramadan, you have a whole year till the next fasting comes. So even if you can't pay every single day continuously, you can do it in bits, and by the next Ramadan, you are done with paying your debts.
HAFIZ TV, unique every day.